Good morning, guys. Welcome to the shop. Today's little quickie RV10 update is going to be a little bit about wiring. I'm starting to work on some of the CAN bus wiring for my Garmin system. I'm working on the pitch servo installation and the GMU11, which I'm putting back in the tail pretty close to the pitch servo. Hopefully far enough away that it won't get interference, but we'll find out. It's one of those things that my philosophy is I'm hoping that it's good where it's at. If it's not, I'll move it if I need to, and if I don't need to, then I'm good to go. But I'm not going to worry about trying to put it in a wingtip or somewhere else. Trying to find the ideal place is pointless, because if you got something else interfering with it, it's not going to make any difference anyway, and you're going to be moving it again anyway. So anyway, here we go. This is this maybe is the thumbnail. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that comes in the connector kit, and this is for the magnetometer. First thing here is a termination adapter, and I don't know if they give you one of these. I don't think you get one of these for everything. You need two of these though, ultimately, because you have to terminate the network at each end. It's a daisy chain architecture, so you terminate it at each end, and this is basically just an adapter, coupler, whatever you would call that. So it's the male pins there on that side, female. It plugs into the unit. I don't have the magnetometer sitting right here. I'd show you how it plugs in. Anyway, it's just a standard D 9 pin. So you get that. This is what comes in the connector kit, and you'll get something similar for every LRU, which is line replaceable unit, is Garmin's terminology for that. Basically every device, like a screen, I think is technically an LRU, and the magnetometer is an LRU, and the servo is an LRU. So then this is kind of special to the magnetometer. These are stainless steel screws and nuts and washers, because you don't want to use anything ferrous that's going to interfere with the magnetic field of that magnetometer. I hope I used ferrous correctly. I'm not sure if it's ferrous or non-ferrous. Anyway, you want to use brass or plastic or stainless, something that's not magnetic. This is just standard D pin connector. That's what's going to plug into that magnetometer. Then I don't have them in the sack, but they'll come in about 3 baggies. So you get a whole bunch of these D pin crimp-on connectors. So that's the female, then you get the males. Actually, you wouldn't get the males for this particular appliance because it's going into that connector there. And then you get a hood. So that's the final hood. Then some of the other stuff that I think is interesting about this, that some of you guys might get some valuable information out of, is this is how I do the wiring, and you can find this kind of stuff on Stein's website and videos of people doing it. This is a leftover that I had when I converted my RV6. I put a G3X system in that, so that's kind of where I learned how to do the Garmin install wiring type stuff. So anyway, what you have here's basically a bare piece of the wire. It's 2 pair twisted, shielded. So here's the two pairs here and here, and then this is the shield that I got pulled back a little bit. And the way you want to do that is, at every appliance, you want to ground the shield to the hood or the connector. This thing here has got a special spot on there that you can screw into. So you basically end up connecting this little pigtail of yellow wire here. I just used yellow because it was what I had on hand. You connect that to the shield that's underneath of that heat shrink, and you put a ring terminal on the end of it. Let me get it in the darn frame here. And then that way you can screw that ring terminal to the shield or to the connector hood when you're done. Then here you've got the 2 female pins on there to plug into this connector here. And here's the other end of it. This one I probably screwed something up, or I'm not sure what the deal is here, but here you can see the same thing. I just don't have a long pigtail on there, and I don't have a ring terminal on it, and I don't have the connectors on there yet either. I think that's it for today. Have fun at Oshkosh if that's where you're at. See you next time.